Logan from Streets back here. Today we're going to start my journey from sim racing chump to sim racing champ. Alright, so here's my janky Lowe's built setup here. Just Logitech wheels, pedal shifter, Oculus Quest, and seat. But let's get to racing. Today we're going to be doing 3 practice laps to start out with in this 2002 MR2. It's making 138 horsepower, redline at 7,500 RPM. This thing really rings out. 2 laps against the AI horsepower, but let's see how this goes. Okay, definitely not my strongest launch. As I said, this thing rings out and it feels a lot faster than it actually is. And just like my ZZW30 I had, this thing really grips the road. Some tips to my fellow beginners: definitely don't be afraid to give a dab a brake when you need it. It'll definitely stop you from crashing. Also, try not to go to the absolute limit immediately, because that's why I wrecked a whole lot when I first started. Drive a lot more conservative, and I noticed I'll get way better results doing so. This thing feels very fast. I don't know how fast it actually is. Who knows, if I drive fast enough, I might even be able to beat my best time on Virginia International, which was in a GTR. Oddly enough, not a huge Nissan fan. Like, don't get me wrong, I like S13s, I like S15s. No shade to the S14s, it's just not my favorite. Like a lot of Nissan cars, it's just not a big fan of like VQs, and not really a big fan of Nissan engines. Oh, that really hurt. Oh, I hit my foot on the pedal very hard. Did not feel great. Definitely, I would recommend shoes. Socks. Wearing socks is quite painful. A little bit of skiddiness there from me lifting off. This thing really rings out, and I don't really know exactly perfect shifting point on this car yet, because it feels like after a certain point you aren't really gaining much. Okay, I broke way too late there because I got distracted because foot hurt. Ow. But as I said, yeah, definitely drive more conservatively at first. You'll get a lot better results, really starting out, and then kind of progressively build up speed. This car feels very good in like 2nd gear, 3rd gear. Then you get into like, well, towards the end of 3rd gear and going into the 4th gear, it just feels quite sluggish. But this car would make a phenomenal autocross car. I mean, it's not bad for this. It's just starts to feel a little slow once you start picking up the speed. Need to get better at heel towing, but I'm not in shoes right now, and it is way too painful. Okay, that was quite a sharp turn there. Kind of an odd habit in the sim rig to like crane over when I'm really focusing. I think it's just mostly coming from like when I play video games in general. When I'm really focusing, I tend to like hunch down
trying to really get as much out of that as I can. Don't know how well I'm doing, but yeah, if you guys got any criticism for me, feel free. I mean, try and keep it constructive. If you want to talk trash, that's fine though. It'll probably be funny anyways, because let's be real here, I am not the best race car driver in the world. Who would have guessed? But yeah, definitely would recommend doing this if you just want some seat time. Definitely lost some speed right there because I was being a doofus. This is definitely my favorite part of the track right here. Just going into this high-speed cornering section. I don't know if you'd call it even cornering. It's kind of curvy straight is what it feels like. I guess it would be, but okay, shifted too early there. Definitely lost some speed, but that's a-okay. Alright, I think this is my last lap. I kind of lost track of how many laps I did. I was focusing more on the commentary than what I'm doing. Okay, definitely revved her a bit much, but that is okay, because this is the sim. This is where we make mistakes. Because the sim is where it is a-okay to rev bomb your car. Nothing bad will happen. Real life, we definitely want to be a lot more careful about downshifting. Alright. Alright, there we go. So, we're gonna do a race against an opponent. I'll try and pick something similar. I think I'll probably do an NA Miata. I think that's about the only thing that I have in this sort of power range. It's like 130 horse. And see how that does. Alright guys, so we're going against our opponent, the Miata, for 2 laps. Let's see how we do. Just baby in first. Alright. On the Miata. Oh shit. I keep catching in between the gears on this. Which, skill issue, definitely. I will be the first to admit I have a skill issue. We're leaving the Miata for right now. This MR2 Spider definitely has a lot more acceleration than the Miata. Alright, I think we've lost the Miata for right now. On the final lap. little better. I have the aggression turned up and the component strength up. It's supposed to be a 1.8 liter Miata, but maybe that one's a 1.6. Set it at 130 horsepower, but it doesn't seem like it. I feel like I'm kind of winning more so because of my car than an actual skill here, which is definitely the case. Because if the AI was in something better, I would definitely get gapped. Definitely is like a rocket ship compared to that Miata. No, everyone always compares the MR2 to a Miata, but I think like even as far as overall, even the slow generation that didn't get, oh shit, little oversteer there, but no big deal. Which that oversteer was 100% my fault for being an idiot. But it looks like I'm gonna absolutely take this from the Miata. How is it? That was one hell of a gap. But yeah, let me guys know who you want me to race against next and what cars you want me to drive. As long as I can find it for Assetto Corsa, I'll download it. Just let me know what I should race against, what I like tracks as well, and I'll try and make some more of these if you guys like it. I know it's a little bit different from my usual content, but I don't know, I kind of enjoy sim racing, and this gives me a reason to get on my wheel. But yeah, just let me know if you guys want to see more of this, and if so, what cars and what sort of tracks and stuff, because I want to try and get better at sim racing so I can improve in real life. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and sub, and yeah, if you got any criticism, anything like that, hopefully constructive, leave it in the comments below and just help me out, and I'll see you guys next time, and thanks for watching.